teachings. Let's pay homage to the lineage gurus. Homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming. Homage to Master Sakya Tsung Kung. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. And homage to Master Thupten Tarshi. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of Homa today, from Maha Twin Lotus Ponds, the Padma Kumaras of all colors. Simu, Tanzang Katso, Thupten Siddhi, Thupten Kama, all Dhamma masters, Dhamma lecturers, Dhamma teachers, Dhamma instructors, Dhamma tutors, temple and center directors, and all disciples present here and over the internet. Good afternoon, everyone. How do you do?
Aistero, Sharange, Hola amigo, te quiero mucho. Sugoi, Kijiba, Kimoji, Jimmy, Yabi, Pudding, Konnichiwa.
I would like to announce for next Sunday, August 11th at 3 p.m. there will be Golden Mother Homa fire offering ceremony. Thank you to Rainbow Temple, Master Lian Yan, Master Lian Xi, Lian Qing, Lian Wan. That the Golden Mother's image, that they have made several images of Golden Mother, and at the South Mountain Retreat I have enshrined 2 images, and at the True Buddha Tantric Quarters I have another 2 images. One is at the consultation room, and then one at the stairs, near the stairs, and then also at the painting room, and then also in my room at the Rainbow Temple. So thank you for making so many images. The print. When I was performing Padma Kumara during this ceremony, I saw Golden Mother and also 4 of our lineage root gurus. All 4 of them came. Including my own mother, my mother, the 4 lineage gurus and Golden Mother all came. Thank you to Golden Mother that this life, all of my life, has been taken care of by Golden Mother. So next Sunday there will be Golden Mother Homa. Last night we talked about Badu deliverance during the Rainbow Temple's Homa, and then those that have not Badu delivered followed me home to South Mountain Retreat, and I had to find a way to help them. So South Mountain Retreat, normally only Grandmaster Sumo eating My mom gave birth to 2 daughters. I look very ordinary, but my younger sister is very beautiful. So I asked my mom, "You're so unfair." And my mom replied, "Well, at first I had no experience, no knowledge. So that's why I gave birth to you. And then later on I had experience and knowledge. So your younger sister is more beautiful." Because there is a difference. Because experience makes a difference. Her mom said that. This is a joke about Hui Jin. Some people say my butt's huge. That's so funny. That's not a big butt, but that's it's settling in the world. So today is the first day of the Goose month, the 7th month. On the 1st of the 7th month, we say that the gates to the Goose open. So we should burn some paper, money, and offerings to hell beings, because in the future when we go to hell, then we have some brothers to take care of us. Now let's talk about Vimalakirti Sutra. How come you did not make a note here? Yesterday we talked about the Bodhisattva electric sky. Now we talk about Bodhisattva delightful vision. What is delightful vision, Bodhisattva? So everyone would be pleased to see this Bodhisattva. This Bodhisattva like sentient beings. This Bodhisattva is very pleased to see sentient beings, and sentient beings are always also very happy to see him. That's the meaning of this name, Bodhisattva. Delightful sight. So he's very delighted seeing sentient beings, and sentient beings are also very delighted to see him. So that's why he's called the delighted in seeing Bodhisattva. He said form and emptiness are two. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is not the annihilation of form, but the natural form The nature of form is inherently empty. Similarly, sensation, perception, mental formation, action, and consciousness and emptiness are two. Consciousness is emptiness. Emptiness is not the annihilation of consciousness, but the nature of consciousness is inherently empty. Those who thoroughly understand this enter the Dhamma of non-duality. The whole article is the same way. So Bodhisattva, delighted in seeing, said, form and emptiness are two. Form is form. Existence is existence. And emptiness is emptiness. So this form does not necessarily represent a beauty or ugliness. This form means existence. Like what we see, what we hear, what we taste, what we smell, what we touch with the body, and what's on the mind or consciousness, those are all called form or existence. And the other one is emptiness, where nothing exists. So that's two extreme. One is talking about existence and the other one is about emptiness, like the question asked earlier. One talked about existence, the other one talked about emptiness. The master in school had learned 地自学 the geology formation, that the whole earth has gone through transformation over seven times, that you can dig some seashells or fossils of the seashells in the mountains. How come? Because the seashells should have been in the ocean. How come they are at the peak of the mountains? Because millions of years ago, that was the bottom of the oceans. So once you learn about this, you would know so the first statement said that in this transformation, geological transformation, there has been several times. So were there dinosaurs before? Yes. But have you ever seen them? In the Science Museum in Taichung, there was man-made dinosaurs. Oh, the Tyrannosaurus, all different kinds of dinosaurs. Dinosaurs that can fly. So those were just images. So have you ever seen the true dinosaurs? No one. In the movies, of course, those were fake. Nobody has ever seen the real dinosaurs. But at my house, I have a dinosaur egg. Do you believe it? Master Lianqi, can you Can you provide a witness? Yes. There's a dinosaur egg. It's huge. That's a fossil of a dinosaur's egg. And everybody believes in the existence of dinosaurs because they are fossils. But that's from millions of years ago, or thousands. So that's the transformations of the earth. So, because in the glacier there are the eggs of some supervirus. So when the temperature has risen, so the glacier started to melt. But that's usually very rare. There was a beautiful park in Canada, and we saw the glacier there, and they cut it with a saw, and the ice is very deep, very thick, and they would never melt for hundreds of years. But in them, there are supervirus. So if they are hatched, then all the humans would be obliterated, would die. So there are 7 times of all upside down transformations. So from existence to emptiness to existence to emptiness, continually 7 times. So if you learn geology, you would know. Millions of years ago, things from millions of years ago you can still find. Like the dinosaurs, nobody ever seen it, but they did exist. So emptiness and existence are ever-changing. For a moment they exist, and then for a moment they don't. So it seems that the earth would not be a good place to live because the temperature is getting warmer and warmer. And so it's like the earth is having a fever. And then the Tulufan at the volcano, now they have a 70 degrees Celsius every day. It's recorded in the Journey to the West that Monkey Sin, the Monkey King was passing that volcano, Tulufan. So he borrowed the fan from a lady in order to pass by. So now it's 70 degrees in that area. So anything can live at that temperature. So now it's already 40 degrees around the earth. I remember in Shanghai, it's already 40 degrees a few days ago. In Taiwan, 37 degrees Celsius, all this. And then Tulufan, 70 degrees. And here it's already very hot. It's close to 30. 28. And we already feel hot at 28. But just imagine if the earth reaches 70 degrees in the future, can we still live on earth? It's impossible for humans to live. And at such a time, what will happen? It will become emptiness, nothing. Everything will melt or burnt. The asphalt. Like the asphalt road will be melted. You wouldn't be able to drive or walk on it. Everywhere there would be fire. So at such a time, the earth would become the fire heaven. Would there be anything? No. So what is it that you're trying to cross? Just save it. So we all just go to following our own karma. There would not be any humanity anymore, no more human beings. We just go wherever our karma brings us, and that would be called emptiness. So the basic characteristic of the earth is also emptiness, and this existence is only temporary. So what Hui Neng wrote was talking about emptiness, and what's spoken in the Vajra Sutra, non-phenomena of self, non-phenomena of others, non-phenomena of sentient beings, and non-phenomena of lifespan, directly points out that everything returns to emptiness. And the earth will become emptiness in the future, really empty. At that time, there will not be Grandmaster, and you won't be there. Everything returns to zero. So what else is left? So that's the emptiness spoken by Hui Neng. And what is existence? Grandmaster speaking Dharma exists. You're listening to the Dharma exists. And Buddha Dharma exists. That's called existence. But the basic nature of existence is emptiness. It all comes from emptiness. That's why the Heart Sutra states, form is emptiness, or existence is emptiness, emptiness is existence, and emptiness and existence are no different from each other. Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, in the penetration of the five aggregates, realized that the five aggregates are empty. Everything is empty. Once you understand this, you have no attachments whatsoever in your heart mind. Without any cares and attachment, you have no fear, and without fear, there is no inverted thinking. And then you leave behind all the inverted thinkings. So Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, when he went deep into the meditation, realized that everything is empty. So nobody can ever gain anything. That's called the unattainability. And then you don't have any more care and constraints, and without care and constraint you have no fear. And because you know there is nothing to gain, you're bodhisattva, and then that would be attainment. So what's stated in the Vimalakirti Sutra, the flower scattering goddess asked Sariputra, how did you attain Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi? And Sariputra replied, it's through unattainability. And the flower scattering goddess replied, that's correct, because all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas gain enlightenment through the recognition or understanding of the nothing to gain, to attain Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi. So Hui Neng Hui Neng won over Sen Xiu. Hui Neng, who talk about emptiness, and Sen Xiu won over Sen Xiu, who talk about existence. So Hui Neng went south, and become the, and so Sen Xiu went north, and that's the northern Zen Buddhism. And Hui Neng went south, become southern Zen Buddhism. And Wu Zetian Empress really admired Sen Xiu. And Hui Neng returned to Guangdong or Lingnan area, which was his homeland, and he gained the path, and that's called the Southern Zen. And then next, it was divided into 5 schools. Zen Buddhism is one flower with 5 petals. Huayan school, Wei Yang school, Caodong school, Lingji school, Sito Xiqian Huangbi. There were several lineage patriarchs that got divided into 5 schools. But now Huayan and Wei Yang disappeared, and Caodong and Lingji are more popular in Japan and Korea. Lingji is more popular there, and also in Taiwan. And in Japan, I also saw the spiritual center of the Caodong school and Lingji school. And also in Korea, the Caodong and Lingji. So these 2 schools. And the Venerable Guoxian from Hong Kong, who helped me shave my head, belonged to the Lingji school. And they had several, like Master Changzhi and Changren. Their Dharma names belong to the Lingji school. They were the generation of Chang, and Venerable Monk Guoxian is with the Guo Dharma name. Those were the generation names of the Lingji school. That's how it was. So Northern Zen, Southern Zen, Sen Xiu went to the north, and Wu Zetian Empress really liked him. And so the Northern Zen flourished there. And the Southern Zen was Hui Neng's, who started it, and then one became 5. So one talked about existence and one talked about emptiness, but emptiness is the same as existence, and existence is the same as emptiness. They're not separate and indistinguishable. So they're the same. Form is emptiness, emptiness is form. And form is no different from emptiness. So you don't think of either. It doesn't matter whether it's form, or existence or emptiness, and that's when you don't think of both, then that's entering the Dharma gate of non-duality. So the question asked from Lian Hua Yi from Canada, there is no need to cross the gulf, because there is no gulf. There is no need to cross. And you don't need to extend your leg how wide to cross. There's also no emptiness. Just follow your affinity to benefit sentient beings, and that would be good enough. Doesn't matter. You don't need to worry what is existence and what is emptiness. And this is called Dharma gate of non-duality. So give the microphone. You have a question? Or you just want to say it louder?
你是讲善事啊，要我解释善事，很简单啦。
You want me to explain what is a well gone?
善呢就是好死。
So means you die well.
好好的死吧。
So just die well. That's it.
我要成佛，他这个称号不是这么容易得来的。
But this is the epithet for a Buddha, so it must not be easy. So the best kind of death is a Buddha, and that's called well gone or well departed. So whether you're afflicted or not afflicted, form and emptiness are no different. So can you use it in this attainment? Yes, because he departed really well. That's his attainment.
大家都提到这是佛的10个称号当中的一个。
One of the 10 epithets for the Buddha, the well departed.
上士，对不对？调御丈夫，天人师佛。
Oh, the teacher of humans and heavens, the Buddha, the benevolent one, the awakened one. And one of them is the well departed. And it's one that's related here, because once you are enlightened to the emptiness, then you're about to die. That's a good kind of death. I've thought of this before. What is the well departed? Because Sugata, because of the 10 epithets, this Sugata or the well departed is difficult to explain. Why is the Buddha called well departed? Because you die really well. You have no regrets because you have realized emptiness. Like Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. So the Monkey King's Dharma name is enlightened to emptiness, and Wu Jing is enlightened to the purity, and then enlightened to the ability. These are characters in the journey to the West. Sun Wukong, why was he called Wukong? That's well departed. So if you're enlightened to emptiness, then that's called well departed or sugata. So die well. And when we say sanjai, which is like well, excellent. So a good death, or well departed, that's called enlightenment to emptiness. Enlightened to the principle of emptiness. So that's why I feel it's okay. It's no big deal. Nothing. Living in this world, in the future, it's best that we don't encounter apocalypse or catastrophe, because if we do, immediately we're all gone. Look at the dinosaurs, that's huge, and some of them are very ferocious, and some can fly. There are many species, many types, many subgroups. And I also have dinosaur egg at home, and every day I would join my palms to it. It's huge. Very rare to see such a huge dinosaur egg. And then when a little dinosaur hatches, someone gave it to me. They didn't have anything better to give than the dinosaur's egg. Dinosaur egg. Human life is a very strange thing. Living in this world, if we can live a good life, that would be called well. If you can die well, that's called well departed. What are you asking me to do? You're trying to harm me? Padma Kumara is truly great. He's at the Mahatwin Lotus Ponds. He's also Amitabha Buddha's emanation, and Amitabha Buddha is great. He's truly great. And in Tantric Buddhism, we also have Hevajra, and his hands are holding some things. On his hands there are kapalas, like bowls, and in them, two of them contain the sun and the moon. So we can ask Hevajra to help out.
Om Deva Bitu Vajra Hum 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 Vajra Swaha.
The mantra of Hevajra.
Deva Bitu Vajra Hum 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 Vajra Swaha. Om Deva Bitu Vajra Hum 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 Vajra Swaha.
We pray to Hevajra that the sun that you hold in your hand, please move the sun just a little bit away from the earth. If it's too much, we'll die from cold, but if it's too close, we'll die from heat. So just at the right distance, just slightly away from the earth, so we have normal temperature again.
洗金刚
We pray to have Vajra,
大力
Heruka.
让洗金刚
By your great power,
做一切善法事业。
may have Vajra help us accomplish all good work.
现在是马哈双莲池
Now,
莲花
Maha Twin Lotus Ponds, Padma
让
Kumara,
洗金刚
pray to have Vajra.
祈祷、祈求
We pray
太阳
so that the sun
保持着
and the distance between the sun
让温度，
and the earth can be maintained at the optimal
但也不能太
distance so that the temperature decreases just a little bit, not too cold but not too hot, so that it's just right.
开始了。
Okay, so I have prayed on your behalf.
太热了，我们也受不了。
Really, if it's too hot, we can't stand it. That's how hells are.
就是什么？
Let me tell you.
大寒大热，
What are the hells? 8 hot hells and 8 cold hells. Those are the 16 major hells. 8 of them are very hot, 8 of them are very cold, freezing cold. So when you fall into the hells, you wouldn't be able to bear it.
台湾30
And now it's like 37, 36, we can't
上海40
bear it anymore. Taiwan 37 and Shanghai 40 degrees Celsius.
跟我讲，火焰山、吐鲁山，
And someone told me
火焰山是
that at the Durufan, the volcano there is 70 degrees.
听说加州的死亡谷是50度，加州死亡谷是50度。
And I heard that the Death Valley in California is 50 degrees.
我刚刚已经求了，你们都听到了吧？
So you heard it. I
求
prayed
啊！
already.
哦，洗金刚啊，拜托你哦，
So,
漏气啊！
Hey Vajra, please don't embarrass me, okay? Don't let me be embarrassed if it's getting harder tomorrow. Well,
延到后天，后天又热怎么办？延到大后天。
then we'll just postpone it to the day after and the day after.
老奶奶看完奥运会的100米赛跑，惊呼啊！真的。
When the old ladies saw the 100-meter run,
打枪的就要枪毙他们，
it was very stressful. And
就开枪了，
then they were holding a gun and was trying
死
to
都挡不住。
target. Huh? And I'm sorry, I totally missed that.
你知道几点的时候不能讲笑话吗？
Do you know what time we shouldn't talk about jokes? It's 1 p.m.
点都不好笑。
Because this is also Chinese pun. Because at 1 it's not funny at all, which means it's not funny at all. I mean, it's a Chinese pun. Om Mani Padme Hum, very grateful to His Holiness Precious Dharma teachings.